Hi, my name is Belinda Ananyangau. I am one of the group member from the group 5. So today I would like to present to you about our group segment. So this is our group members. Our group members is first is Belinda, Muhammad Azami, Muhammad Aminul, Muhammad Hekal, and Muhammad Mera. So this is our case study. So our case study is Uda 38 Bangsa Johar Waki Construction Sedia Berhad. So this is the party involved during the project. Firstly is client. The client is Uda Holding Berhad. The architect is from KMD Architecture Sedia Berhad. For the civil consultant is Perunding Shadif. AME consultant is Jurutera Perunding Kuasa Tenaga JPKT Sedia Berhad. For the QS consultant is AS2 Consult Sedia Berhad. The main contractor for this project is Johar Waki Construction Sdn Bhd. For the project progress is 28.27 physical progress. For the progress detail the project title is to propose cadangan mengekalkan bangunan pejabat Telekom Malaysia sedia ada, merobohkan sebahagian bangunan dan membina semula bangunan perdagangan yang mengandungi satu blok pansapuri servis 38 tingkat iaitu 278 unit, 3 unit kedai tingkat bawah serta kemudahan produk di tingkat bawah 39 dan tingkat 38. Di atas satu blok podium 9 tingkat yang mengandungi 8 tingkat tempat letak kereta di atas lot 350 Station 96 Jalan Bangsa Utama 3 off Jalan Bangsa Kuala Lumpur untuk Tuan Uda Holding Berhad. Jadi for the contract sum is 98 million. The project duration is 3 years. For the project type is high risk or residential. This is our site layout of the case study. So this is the domestic subcontractors selected by the contractors itself. Firstly is for the DSC plumbing. The company is for the FASA2 Sdn Bhd. And the second DSC are WDP is fast flow Sdn Bhd. DSC AME KTC Sdn Bhd. DSC swimming pool is TC pool Sdn Bhd. For the dominant subcontractors and suppliers, first is for the NSC lift. The company is EITA elevator Sdn Bhd. For the NSC block wall is Greencon Resources Sdn Bhd. NSC formwork system is Plytech formwork system Sdn Bhd. For the NSC PT slab system is BBR Sdn Bhd. For the NSC firefighting system is from Solar Alert Sdn Bhd. So this is my part. So I pass to my next our next presenter. Thank you.
Project constraints and solutions. The first constraint is cost. It is because unparalleled with the budget as in contract. It is due to material price increase. So the solution for this constraint is to cut costs on other expenses to buy material to keep the project running. Next is the design constraints. The implementation of modern concept on the building. Architect from JKR Malaysia has decided to utilize the open office concept to fully maximize space usage. The architect team also emphasized futuristic, simple and modern elements to complement the administrative building. Next is the presence of PDRM logo made from stainless steel panel that is located on the building forefront. Next is the presence of wide column on the building lobby. For problems and issue, the cost related issue is the contractor face problem when the payment is late. The money given from the payment is used to roll back to buy material on site for the work. This causes the project to complete late from completion date because the contractor cannot purchase material on time. Next is issues related to management of resources. Work that needs to be executed on the same day is not only one based on the work program. so the work took more time to complete due to lack of skilled workers. As for that, more time needed for particular work affected other element of work.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Muhammad Amir Hakim Yusuf and I will continue to present about plant and machinery management. Every plant or machinery that arrives on site will be examined to ensure that it is in good working order. Plant and machinery are mostly employed in this project to ensure that the project runs well till it is done. Furthermore, these are the following elements will have give influence on the site's machinery production. Number one is the limitation for the activity, and the second one is the constraint of space, and the last one is weather and the temperature. The next one is the material management. Material management is defined as planning, identification, procuring, storage, receiving, and distribution of materials. The purpose of material management is to ensure that the right materials are in the right place, in the right quantities when needed. The responsibility of the material management department for the flow of materials from the time the materials are ordered and stored until they are used in the basis of material management. These are the scope of material management. That is, number one is material planning, number two, purchasing, number three, inventory control department, and number four is receiving, inspection, and dispatching department.
Assalamualaikum and very good morning. My name is Noor Almira Fazrul binti Muhammad Nazri. So I will present about procedures in material purchase, delivery and application. Before making a purchase, the PO process is part of a larger procurement process that includes confirming and identifying the real demand for products or services. Processing payments and auditing results are also included. In general, the following purchase approach is followed. Number one is determining purchase budget. The purchase management manage a budget for the coming financial year's purchases. The production planning department assists in the preparation of the purchase budget. It comprises detailed information on the quantity to be obtained, the quality of the materials to be accurate, the time of purchase, and the procurement sources. A bill of materials or list of goods and components required for various jobs is also required for determining purchase budget specifics. A bill of materials can also help you keep track of how much material you are using. Next, receipt for purchase requisitions. Only when the purchase officer receives a request for materials does he take action to purchase them. The storekeeper and department heads send demand slips to the purchasing department detailing the materials respective department require. Among other things, a purchase requisition is a document that serves as a formal request for items from the purchasing department. Next, number three is determining sources of supply. A purchase manager maintains contact with various material suppliers. For the acquisition of certain items, quotations are requested. Following the receipt of quotation, a comparison of the terms and conditions offered is conducted. Price, quantity, quality, delivery time, terms of payment, trade discount, and supplier reputation are all aspects to consider. After considering numerous aspects, a final decision of the good provider is made. Number four is placing order. Following the selection of a supplier, a formal purchase order for the supply of products is delivered. The purchase manager must approve a purchase order before it may be submitted on paper. This order should include information such as quantity, quality, price, delivery method, payment conditions, and so on. The seller is authorized to dispatch the products indicated in the purchase order. It creates a legal contract between the buyer and the seller. Number five is follow up the purchase order. A purchase order usually specifies a deadline for the products to be delivered. It is in the organization's best interest for things to arrive on time in order to maintain a continuous flow of commodities. It's possible that the supplier will be reminded of the goods delivery date. To get stocks on schedule, a purchase order follow-up is required. Number 6 is receipt and inspection of materials. The responsibility of receiving materials is allocated to the procurement department in large corporation, whereas the storekeeper performs this function in small corporations. The quantity of product unpacked is compared to the quantity listed on delivery challenge. Any item difference is reported to the purchasing department. At this point, the specs and quality of the goods are also examined. The last one is checking invoice. Finally, the procurement departments compare the invoice provided by the vendor to its own records. Quantity, quality, price, terms, and other factors are compared to those specified in the purchase order. The invoices are sent to the account department for payment once they have been thoroughly checked.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good day I bid to everyone. My name is Muhammad Haikal Adli bin Abdul Rahman and I will explain on the work program for our case study. Based on this work program, we can observe that the baseline 1 program started at 6 October 2020 and it will end at 5 April 2023. This contributed to a total duration of 745 days. However, this is the first baseline that was created by the project planner. Next, we will be focusing on the analysis of the work program. After the work has been completed, the project planner will key in the data and produce an analysis of the work program to determine how is the achievement and how the project have been progressing so far. Based on the data, we can observe that the physical progress of this project is around 12.32% for a scheduled one. However, actually, the project is still in 6.60 physical progress. It gives a difference around negative 5.72% of difference that contributed to 80.5 days of delay, meaning that this project is 80.5 days delayed from the actual date of project delivery. So we can observe that this project is still delayed. Based on our interview, we have found out that this project is delayed due to the MCO Phase 1, Phase 2 and Phase 3 that have been imposed by the government, causing late of delivery of project and the momentum needed to return to normal working hours. Next is the weekly work plan. Weekly work plan is one ahead plan to target each week physical progress work. The planner will extract the data from the work program in 1 week timescale in order to create this work plan. Based on the work program, we can see that the site team will make sure everything is possible to be completed in stipulated time. To achieve the goals, the planner needs to think ahead by providing a timeless and logical work plan. Hence, in order to create these logical goals, we determine them by using this weekly plan. So after this, I will show you the example of the weekly work plan. This is the weekly work plan. As you can see, we can observe that most of the work are coming from the structural elements of the building such as columns, beams and slab. This is because commonly structural elements in the project are usually in the critical path according to the critical path method analysis. Therefore, that is why it is very paramount in making sure the goals are accomplished to make sure the project is not delayed. However, this 1 week ahead plan must be considering other factors such as the project team's capability in delivering and also the labor's output capacity, material on site, resources, and also weather. By doing so, the weekly plan is reliable and logical. Next, I will expand on the procurement method. For this project, the tender process is a direct award project, which means that the client gives the project to the contractor directly. And it is a non-tender project as it was directly awarded to Johor Bahru Construction Sdn Bhd, and Johor Bahru has given a price for this project and rationalized it with Uda Holdings. The final price was then decided with acceptance from both parties. For the contract type, the project is using JKR 203A with quantities, and the contract sum is around 98,250,000 576 ringgit and 88 cent. That's all from me. Thank you.
In a conclusion, construction site management is essential in order to achieve success in the project. It will need time and resources from the management team to properly do preparation in terms of site management. Based on our case study, the most critical issue, which is related to the constraint of project management, is the management resources. The lack of skilled labor hired by the contractor affects the project's completion on time. Hence, without proper resource management, projects can fall behind schedule or can become unprofitable. To overcome this problem, a project manager should ensure the resources are available in a timely and appropriate manner while also maximizing resource use across projects. That's all from us. Thank you.